What is going on, my PD peeps? It's Wednesday. It's time for your boy to get up in your face and answer your questions. Hey, what can I say? Now, first and foremost, I want to give you guys a little prelude. Look, I'm a little under the weather, all right? I'm just going to put it out there, making my excuses right now, so I'm going to get them out the way. I am under the weather. I've been sick, been about a week. Brother is sick as a dog. I actually was losing my voice. I couldn't even make any videos because my voice was gone. So I talked during all of my videos. I couldn't talk. It was a wrap. My voice is still a little funny right now, but it's getting better. So I decided that I would go ahead and bless you all with the live stream on this Wednesday. So, I missed last Wednesday. Wasn't feeling well. We get a chance to say anything online and nothing like that, but it's all gravy. It's all good. You guys are still here for me. You're still here waiting for your professor to come back to class. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. So, you guys know the routine. We'll break down how I do. 1 hour. You get to ask me questions. I will answer them for 1 full hour's time. So that means by 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, U.S. Central Standard Time, I'm out. All right? Got to go spend time with the wifey. I got to watch The Mandalorian. Ain't watched it yet. I'm a big Mando fan, and I got to check it out tonight. All right? I've been waiting all day for my wife to get home, waiting to do this live stream. Then I'm going to chillax, watch some Mando, and hit them sheets and go to sleep. All right? Get ready for work tomorrow. But that's how we go down. 1 hour of my time. Appreciate you guys for stopping through. Guess I'll start off by jumping into the comments and seeing what's good. Cowboy Steve-O says, hey, howdy. Hey, what's going on, Cowboy Steve-O? Thanks for joining us, my brother. My man Paul, what's up, Paul? Paul says hello from North Kakalaki. What's going on, Paul Feiger in the building? My main man, 50 grand. All right. Top 40 researcher says get well soon. I'm going to try my best, man. Trying to do it. Let's see. We got a comment here that says speedy recovery, Professor. So appreciate that. I guess it's a Falakeeks Drawley. All right. Cowboy Steven said, ooh, new season started today. Yes, it did. New season. Season 3, episode 1. I'm ready. I am ready for some Mando, baby. It's my stuff. Paul Feiger says, what software do you use for your audio? So, right now, I'm using just going straight through vMix. And I'm just using my mic right here, my Shure SM7B. Got a fat head screwed onto that. It's going into Focusrite. Can't remember which Focusrite it is, but, got to do that analog to digital conversion. And that's plugged into the PC through a USB. No software except for my my live streaming software, which is called vMix. So that's what I'm using right now. Neil Forbes says, hi, Malik. Wonder what happened to you last week. Good to see you back on deck. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, Mr. Forbes. Thanks for stopping through. Tales from an Empty Nest says, hey, y'all, what's going on, girl? How you doing? Hope the nest is nice and empty and you're having fun with your hubby bubby. We got Ernie Hayden that says, hello from Anacortes, Washington. All right, what's going on, Ernie? Thanks for joining us, my friend. Cyber Editing says, expat in Taiwan says hi. Well, tell him I said hi, too. Thank you, Cyber Editing. CGS Outdoors says, hey, buddy. I see we're both Giants fan and Star Wars fans. That's right. I got my my Mando Funko Pop right there. Got my Giants right there. Look, I'm representing, baby. Get ready. Top 40 researcher says good afternoon, evening, and morning everywhere on this beautiful autumn day. Yes, it is a beautiful autumn day. It was like 80 degrees here in Texas today, man. It's out of control. Let's see. William Earl Jones Jr. says Stone Mountain represents. Glad that you feel better. What's up, Stone Mountains in the building? Yes, I'm definitely feeling better. Appreciate the love. Richard J. Passini. What's up, Richard? Says, hi, Malik. How are you doing this evening? You know, I'm doing all right, man. Like I said, I'm a little sick, trying to get over a little bug that I had. Doing a little bit better. You know, hopefully by tomorrow, maybe day after that, I'll be up to speed back on my normal grind. But, you know, right now I'm just kind of feeling the weight of the sickness on me. But, hey, hopefully I'll get better soon. We got Zeke Man Eats. It says, hello, Mr. Malik at PowerDirector University. What's up? What's up? What's up? Dominique Wood says, what's up? Showing you love all the way from Vegas. Hope you get well. What's up, Dominique? Appreciate that Vegas love, girl. Hey, appreciate the good thoughts and, you know, all of that. I got to get my health right, man. You know, I be catching stuff. I don't even know how I be catching it. We got Crustu says, evening all, or evening, sir. Hello from Ontario, Canada. Oh, we got some Canadians in the building. What's going on, man? It's about time. The Villages in Video says, every time I have a question on how to do something in PowerDirector, I always search your videos first. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad that my videos are helping you. I'm glad that I'm able to answer your questions, you know, and even able to, like, be searchable. Because, man, right now, YouTube is a crazy space, man, for trying to get your videos watched, and all that stuff is becoming more and more difficult because there's more and more people jumping on YouTube and making all kinds of content. And so it just, you know, pulls the algorithm all kind of ways, man. But, you know, it is what it is. Neil Forbes says seasons are backwards in America compared to Australia. We're just a day into autumn, while in America, you're into spring. Yeah, we're not in the spring yet. We're getting close, man. We're still in the winter right now, but we will go into spring a little bit later this month, I think. But yeah, you're right. Opposites attract. That's why y'all like us so much. And that's why we like y'all so much. Courtney Fuel says, hi, y'all. What's up, Courtney? Thanks for joining me, as you always do, my friend. Appreciate seeing you in the comments. Dr. Stuart Buchan says, hi, Malik. Watching over the pond in Bonnie, Scotland. Oh, wow. Scotland in the house. I ain't seen nobody in Scotland in any of my chats so far, or any of my live streams. So that's cool stuff, man. I'm pretty much impressed by that. All right. Appreciate all the love in the building, all the hellos and all of the, you know, convo going on. You guys got any questions for me? Make sure you hit me up in the chat with your questions. So right now, as a reminder, since I don't got any questions really on here, I'm just going to go ahead and remind you guys about some of the assets that can be used to help answer your questions and things like that. So without any further ado, I'm going to go through my few spots to go get help with PowerDirector. All right, so the first spot is on Facebook. And the spot that I'm talking about is the PowerDirector Users Group on Facebook. So this is a group that I made many years ago and has well over 8,000 group members now in this group. And to be truthful with you, right now it just kind of runs itself for the most part, except for the things that I need to do moderation with. I got a few of my friends who moderate with me, who I give access to that. But for the most part, when I say it runs itself, is like it's the community that are helping each other and answering questions. So if you ever want to go somewhere and like get a question answered pretty quickly, this is a spot where you can go get things answered really fast, because there's 8,000 people on here, and when you post something, it goes out into their feed, and usually they're able to see the question, and if they can help you, they'll get on and answer your question. So this is like one of the spots that I think is the fastest place to get answers for any questions that you have when you're having issues using PowerDirector. So if you're not on Facebook, and if you are on Facebook, but you're not in this group, then you need to try to go ahead and join this group. It's called PowerDirector Users. It is a group on Facebook. It is like my number one place for PowerDirector things. All things PowerDirector. Go here, check it out. It's all gravy. The second place that I would say to go to if you need help with PowerDirector is the PowerDirector forum. Some people might put this as the first place. You know, it's really up to your preference. But the PowerDirector forum is a spot that has, I don't know how many users it has personally, but you can get help with PowerDirector by going here. Cyberlink does not monitor it. This is just a users forum, a users group. So this is made up of all types of people who use PowerDirector from all over the world. And as you can see here, you can start a thread and answer a question. You can search here for like different things that were already talked about. So if you're trying to get help with something, what I would usually do is go here and search it first to see if you can find the help that you need in a previously posted thread, because usually it's already on here somewhere. But if you do your due diligence and you're searching and you tried several different searches and you couldn't find what you were looking for, then you could just go ahead and start a new thread, click on new topic, and you can go ahead and post it. Now, with this one, the thing about it is, it's not, the reason why I put the Facebook group before this is because unless you're signed up to get like email alerts whenever somebody posts something, a new thread on here, then the people who are part of this forum will not see your questions. They have to come to the forum on their own, and then they have to kind of look through and decide, hey, do I want to answer this one? Do I want to answer this one? And they have to read through all of these, see all the questions that were, see all the answers that were already given, stuff like that. It's just a lot more cumbersome than the Facebook user group, which is pushed to your individual feed on Facebook. So when you're scrolling through, you can just see somebody ask a question and jump on there and answer it. Whereas to this, you have to go to the site. You got to look through all the questions, yada, 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 to answer stuff. So that's why I put the Facebook users group before this one, because you can get help a lot easier with the Facebook group. Now, I will tell you, in this group, there are some like crazy talented people with PowerDirector who use it all the time, and they answer a lot of questions. Like this dude, Opto Data, answers a lot of questions. I think there's a guy named JL on here who answers a lot of questions. There's just a few dudes on here that are really good, and they can really know their stuff when it comes to the program. So this is the second place that I would go to if you need help with PowerDirector. And then the last place I would probably go to is just like the Cyberlink support site. So if you go to the Cyberlink Support Center, you got options here to go to frequently asked questions. You can contact them. You can contact a service representative in different ways. So basically the FAQs is probably like one of the better places. You can search the FAQs right here and find out information. You can find out what people are looking up like a lot. So you can see what's hot here. This is what people are checking on or asking about a lot, or going to and looking at information on these things a lot. So they'll pop up on here. You got different categories here as well. So this is a pretty good spot to go to. If you need to go ahead and talk to somebody, you can click on Contact Us. Basically, if you're choosing like, hey, I got issues with a purchase, it'll take you through different flow to take you to a way to get help or whatever. So it's a pretty easy way to get through that. So this is a last option. And the reason why I say this is the last option is because it's kind of like, self-service at its best. For the most part, you're not going to get any interaction with people until you dig down deep into the Contact Us section. So basically, this is one that I will put third on the list because it's going to be harder to get help and it's not going to be as immediate. And then the fourth and final way, like I always say, you can just go to PowerDirector, go to File, rate us and provide suggestions. Then go ahead and type in your question here. Include your email, and someone will email you back with an answer to your question. So this is probably the last option, just because on some of the other options, you could probably get the answers using the tools or the references themselves, and then you got people that are going to interact at some point. This one is like sending an email, and you got to wait for your response. Sometimes the response is quick. Sometimes you don't get an email for a few days. So that is the downside to using this option. All right, let's get back to the chat. She was cracking in here. All right, we got a super chat from a man, Paul Feiger. Thank you so much, Paul. I appreciate you, man. $20 super duper chat. Appreciate you, my man. Let's see. Dominique Wood says, I'm just starting my own regular label and I'm getting into shooting videos. Can you give me any links or advice for using PowerDirector? So Dominique, it depends on what type of advice you want. Like if you're looking for like a workflow or anything like that, then I got different workflow videos out there for PowerDirector. It depends on what you're trying to get help with. In reality, there's a how to edit videos video that I have out there. If you haven't watched that, check that out. That'll give you the basics of how to use the program and how to edit. And then if you wanted to get it into like different tools and workflows, you can check out my workflow video. Really depends on what you're trying to do. I mean, I think if you can get a little bit more specific with your question, then I might be able to give you a better answer. Zeke Man Eats says, question, I switched to a new higher performance laptop so I can edit in HD. Now when I produce my videos, I get this obnoxious buzzing sound sometimes in the final video. A buzzing sound after you produce your video. That I am nowhere near familiar with, my friend. I've never had that experience of anything like that. I can't even think of what that might be. Have you tried producing like using the same clips on your old laptop? Will it allow you to do HD on that laptop to see if it produces with the same humming sound? The only reason why I'm asking is it could be something within your audio file or your video file that's creating that humming noise. There's nothing else that I can really think about off the top of my head. Top 40 research said Facebook is much better than Discord. I avoid. Some people like the Discord. I got a Discord out there too. Excuse me. I got a Discord out there too. Some people like that. It's really up to you. I don't think it's as popular right now as the Facebook. That's why I didn't bring that one up. But some people like to go to the Discord. Fowler Keeks Drawley says, I can't donate, blocked in my region. Cook Islands. I have PayPal donate, been using your channel for help over the last 3 years. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, you can go to my YouTube channel if you want to. There's a link there. You can donate with PayPal if you want to help support the channel. I appreciate it, man. And if you've done it before, I appreciate that too. Also appreciate all of my my channel members who give to me every month. Big up to you guys. Polyama's World says, hey, I think I made it live. I am the Graham from Pennsylvania. What's up, Graham? How you doing? Nice to see you. Dominique Wood says music video. So that's still a very broad subject. There's all types of different music videos that you make for different types of songs. You know, you're going to have to bring your creativity to the table for specific things. Like if a song is written a certain way or about a girl or a guy, what the song's about, and you might want to bring the story different ways or tell the story in a different way. It depends. It's a lot of different stuff involved in any of those. But I don't have like a music video to point you to. You can look on YouTube and how to do a music video, and I'm pretty sure somebody went out there and made a video about how to do a music video. Once again, I'm going to say that video might not be useful to you based on what the song is, what the story the song is telling, what venues you have access to shoot your video in, what type of B-roll you can shoot. It's all types of stuff's involved with making a music video. But like I said, go out there, check out some of the YouTube videos about how to make a music video, how to write a script for a music video, stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure they'll come through for you. PowerDirector, I mean, if you want to edit something, you want to edit a music video, it's the same editing principles that you have behind any type of video that you make. So if you watch my videos about how to edit, different cuts that you can do, different types of titles that you can make, different effects that you can do, all of those things come into play when you're making any type of video, music video, action video, whatever. So the principles of editing all remain the same. The principles of shooting all remain the same. It's about like telling a story, what you have access to, things like that when you talk about making a music video. Larry Grady says, best teacher on learning a lot, even though I'll be 80 this month. Old new treats. You know it, Grady. Larry Grady, that is. Rich Cat Ranch says, hi, Malik at PowerDirector University. What's going on, Rich Cat Ranch? Thanks for joining us. How do I make text continually scroll like your super chat notification below? So the super chat notification below is part of the streaming software. It's called vMix. But basically what it is just a title running back to back to back to back to back. So if you're using PowerDirector and you want to make something scroll continuously like this is, then you would just make a scrolling title and then add the same title behind that title and just keep laying it out all the way through the whole video that you're making, and it will be scrolling continuously at the bottom of the screen. Rich Cat Ranch says, is there a way to remove vocals from a video to make an accompaniment track for a cover without having to purchase the audio editor program? Nah. There's no way to separate out the channels unless you have, if you shoot a video in MKV, then you can separate out different channels. So if you have if you record the video and you have two mics set up and one mic's on channel 1 and another mic's on channel 2, and you record these separate people, then yes, if you have an MKV video file, you can go into the media room and you can go ahead and extract the audio so that you have the separate files there. So I can't remember exactly what the term is that it says when you extract the audio, but if you right click on an MKV file and it has multiple channels of audio, you'll have an option to go ahead and break out the audio. So if you do that, yes. Otherwise, the answer is no. If it's not an MKV file that's in PowerDirector, you cannot separate out the different audio, especially if they're not on different channels. You can't. You would have to have an audio editor that you can use to go ahead and isolate the different sounds and remove them from the original source, and then do it again the opposite way. And then you can go ahead and you'll have one voice and not the other. Steve Williams is in the house. He says, sorry, he's late again. That's good old Steve, always late. It's all good, baby. He said, but finally got here. I'm glad you got to join us, my man. Thanks for coming through. Perry Callie says, oh, Lord, I was hoping you wouldn't say that. Well, I'm sorry I said it. Sorry, had to say it, brother. All right. So it looks like I'm pretty much caught up with the chat. Let me make sure there wasn't anything that I missed out on here, just in case. Rich Cat Ranch says, is there a micro movement type way to adjust volume? I often try to drag the volume down or up, and I can only make big jumps. I like to be able to increase or reduce volume by 1/10 at a time. 1/10. Woo. Okay. Let's see what we got. All right, so got some audio here and a video with some audio in it. So I'm going to click on keyframe. And when I click on that, I have a volume keyframe up here. If I click on that, I have the capability to change by 1/10 at a time. So I could just click here. And I can do that to my heart's content. Now keep in mind, it's doing it on this one keyframe here. If I want it to be the same across the entire clip, like, come on. There we go. If I want it to be the same across the entire clip, right now you see this one's at negative 0.3. If I move my playhead over here, you see it's just at 0. I would have to do the same thing at the end of the clip, change the setting there as well. I don't know why it's lagging right now. Doesn't want to be my friend. You see it jumping back and forth. Freaking crazy machine. You're crazy. All right, but that's how you do it. If you want to go ahead and change it by tenths, you could type in the numbers here if you want to. You do however you want. But that's one way that I would do it. Hope that works for you. Steve Williams says, Malik, I'm glad you liked my comment on rogue fonts in your recent video. Have you come across similar problems yourself? No, I have not. But that was a good call out, though. So I made a video about like video lag. And there was a few comments that people made in there, Steve, that I liked about other reasons why your videos might lag. There was one on there that I left out on purpose and somebody else commented on, but it was a good call out. Just trying to keep the videos short. But yours was very unique and something that I had not thought about adding, but there's a lot of different circumstances that might fall into. Like the video about video lag that I made, it's about 5 ways to help stop video lag or fix video lag. And what Steve came up with was sometimes when you get fonts from some free websites like defont.com and others, you may get a font that takes a long time to load in the system. And when it does that, it could actually slow down the program, because if you're trying to use that font, it's going to take a considerable amount of time to load that font. And therefore, that will impact when it plays the font, and it will impact if it loads it to the program. So it was a good call out. Appreciate the addition to the video. Anytime I get like great comments like that in the video, I like it because it's another way for the community to share. And actually, if somebody comes across that and they had that issue and they look to my video to solve it, they might look in the comments and see your comment, you know? So big up to you, man. Huh? Paul Feiger, where are the disclaimers for Shutterstock stuff? Oh my God. Don't get me started, Paul. The Shutterstock fiasco. Okay? The disclaimers. I don't know if there's disclaimers for Shutterstock stuff. But we all know that there's a PowerDirector end user license agreement. Let me see if I can find the right one. Here we go. So this is the end user license agreement for the current version of Cyberlink PowerDirector 21 or 365, because 21 is the program in 365. So if you scroll down, and let's see if I can find this stuff. Use of content licensed by Shutterstock Inc. or its affiliates. This is the license agreement for you to be able to use Shutterstock in your stuff. So keep that in mind. You can always find it here. Somebody says, well, you weren't supposed to use that, blah, blah, blah. You can go here. It says you can use it. You're authorized to use it. You're just not authorized to like use it to make, like, you can't use it to sell. Like, to sell it, you can't sell their stuff on their behalf. Like, you can't take their stupid pictures and videos and sell their stupid stuff to other people. You can't access the content that you're downloading outside of the software. Like it says here, you shall not do the following: download or otherwise access the Shutterstock content data files outside of the software. And the software is PowerDirector. So if you go to the location on your PC where the Shutterstock files were downloaded and you use it in a different way or use it outside of there, then you're breaking the license agreement. Ooh. So this is where you find the Shutterstock stuff. No disclaimers. You know, I'm not going to make any disclaimers. And there are no disclaimers in here, but there is a license agreement that tells you how you should use the stuff in there. Images by Leary Photography says, what's going on, my PowerDirector peeps? What's going on, Malik? What's up? How you living? How you doing? Larry Grady says, can you explain more about keyframes? Oh, yes, I can. So keyframes are keyframes. No, I'm just playing. So there's a video I got out there, how to use keyframes. Check that out. It'll tell you like a whole lot of great stuff about keyframes. Just look up how to use keyframes, PowerDirector. And I got an old video out there that kind of explains it. But what keyframes are they're basically, you're talking to a frame of video and you're telling a frame of video what you want to happen on that frame. Whether you want something to be in one position, you want something to rotate to another position, you want your sound to go up, your sound to go down, whatever. It is a frame of video and you're keying in on an activity that you want to happen on that frame. You could hold something in place, you can move something, yada, yada, yada. So keyframes allow you to say, if my finger was here on the video screen and let's say it was independent of the rest of me and I wanted it to move across the screen like this, I would have one keyframe at 1 second and then maybe at 5 seconds I'd have another keyframe where my finger's right here at 5 seconds, which would move my finger from here to here in 5 seconds. So that's basically a brief explanation of keyframes. Like I said, I got a video out how to use keyframes, PowerDirector. Search that. You can check it out. Spicy Kai says, hey, y'all, what's up, Spicy Kai? How you living? Steve Williams says, the font I highlighted was a chalk style font and was named something crazy. And I got it from a free font site. It was a font from hell. The name looks like it's a font from hell. The hell's that? I'm not even going to try. VT Cal scratched up one. Get out of here. Larry Grady said, got it too. Good. Glad you did. All right. All right, looks like I'm pretty much caught up with the chat. The chat. My stream is going good. So, since I'm done with all of that, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about my social media site. So, admittedly, I've been trying to get my social presence up a little bit recently. So, I don't know how engaged you guys are with social media sites outside of YouTube, but I have been trying to grow my presence on Facebook, been trying to grow it on Twitter, been trying to grow it on Instagram. And if you guys have not followed me on any of those platforms, I would appreciate you to give me a follow if you use them. If you don't, I understand some people aren't really big on the social media thing and they try to, distance themselves from that. I can see why. I only really indulge in it a lot when it comes to like trying to reach out to my community. But if you are willing to jump on the social media, hazme un favor, por favor, and follow me on these different platforms. So we'll start off with Facebook. Because, you know me, I'm going to start off with Facebook. That's just what I'm going to do. All right, so PowerDirector University. So my page is facebook.com/PDU tutorials. All right. Pretty easy for you guys to go ahead and follow me. Facebook.com. Put this in there for you. So you got it. So as you can see, got a lot of different things. I have some featured videos up at the top, which I think are helpful to like first-time users. So I got my editing 101 video. I got editing workflow for better editing. I got a video about different editing cuts up here. Special effects. So these are some of the videos that I think will be really helpful. I got them right at the top in the featured section, so you can just go ahead and check those out. Over here on the left, I got some of the other social media sites that I got. My YouTube channel, Twitter, Instagram, my website. If you go down, you can see, like, if you were on my Facebook page, you would have saw that, hey, I'm going live in 15 minutes. I also post, like, memes and funny stuff, at least stuff I think is funny, okay? Sometimes I get some funny comments and conversations going on with some of these memes that I'm out here throwing out there, a lot of memes. And look at my man Randy jumping through. So I post like memes. I also post like videos that I download, that I upload to YouTube. And sometimes I post them on here. Sometimes I'll go ahead and like post some old ones that I think are relevant, some things that are going on. So I just, throw a little crazy picture of myself in the mix, all kind of stuff. But, I also have conversations about different stuff that's going on in the world of editing and things like that from time to time. So give me a follow on Facebook if you are on Facebook. My Facebook page, I left the link I left the address in the chat, so you can check me out. Other thing I do, I have Twitter. So on Twitter, you can follow me at Twitter as well. So this one is a little different. It's twitter.com/PDU_tutorials. So I'll throw that in the chat if you want to check it out. So pretty much very similar to the other side. It's just for people who use Twitter. So on here, you'll see, I'll go ahead and drop some of the videos, those statements that I do, some of my little memes, stuff like that. So you see very similar information that you'll see on the Facebook page, just for people who are bigger on Twitter. So that's for them. And the last one that I'm going to talk about right now, Instagram or IG. So once again, you'll see it's very similar to the other one. It's just the pictures and things that I've been posting, little comments and stuff, videos that I drop, all types of good stuff that I'm dropping on IG. So if you want to go ahead and follow me on IG, you can do that. I am more than happy to have you guys follow along. And there's that link if you want to check me out. All right, so that's the social media lowdown for the week. Hope you enjoyed. All right, let's see. Cyber Editing says, I post reels almost daily on IG, and that has got me close to 100,000 in just a few months. Wow. That's great, man. See, I post like on IG, I'll post reels every now and then, but maybe I need to be posting more of those, because I'll like post like videos, kind of like shorts. I don't post too many reels. Probably need to jump on board with that one, man, because that's a great way to get followers. So appreciate that, man. Rich Cat Ranch said, just liked you on Facebook and followed you on Instagram. Those are the only other two that I use. Hey, I appreciate the follows, Rich Cat Ranch. That means a lot to me, man. I mean, seriously, it does, because trying to get those followers up, get more interaction with you guys, more points of contact, things like that. So every follow matters. My man Neil Forbes said, sorry, Malik, I avoid Facebook and Twitter like the plague, as there are far too many trolls on those platforms. Yeah, there are trolls. But, you know, it's to each his own, my man. I know you don't want to go on there, and that's cool. But you can't, like, not do stuff because people are, you know, jerks. Can't let that control who you are and what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Be you, do you, and don't let anybody else make you feel like you can't do something because they're jerks. You know? Because there's jerks everywhere, man. Cowboy Steve said, Facebook is a black hole for me. I log on and boom. It is 2 hours later. LOL. Yeah, you know, it's crazy how you get caught up in this stuff. Like my wife, TikTok is like crack to her, I guess, man. She gets on TikTok and she'll be on there for hours. I'm like, wow. Like, how you just been on there for like 2 hours looking at videos of cats and people falling and, you know, people pranking each other and stuff like that. It's crazy. But it's the evolution, man. It's the way that people do things. So like, that's why YouTube has shorts now. It's crazy. Like, they saw what TikTok was doing. They saw the success. They decided, hey, we're going to jump on that gravy train and make some money off of that. And now shorts are pretty successful on YouTube too. And people say TikTok is a fad, but I don't know, man. I mean, the only thing that's going to like kill TikTok, at least here in the United States, is if the government starts, you know, and businesses start acting like you can't have TikTok on your devices and things like that. You know, if they try to get rid of TikTok for some conspiracy reason or whatever you want to call it, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's real, if it's not. I mean, I know everybody has different opinions about stuff. You know, on me, I'm just like, hey, if you try to protect me and it's really like a threat, then I'm cool with it. So. Top 40 researcher says, I'm following you on Facebook. Very interesting content. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, man. Neil Forbes says YouTube has its trolls, but Twitter and Facebook are overrun with them as far as I can see. Top 40 researchers said YouTube is getting like TikTok. Yeah, it is. It's kind of like, it's cool, but it's sad at the same time. Like, in my view, I say that because it's cool because YouTube wants to stay around. It needs to be innovative, and it needs to change with the culture and the society and the times. There's some people that are going to hold on to the old, but they can't just hold on to the old because some people are. They got to move forward with the new things too. They may not be innovating because they're kind of following TikTok in this circumstance, but YouTube has innovated in many ways over the years, and they keep switching and changing things a lot. And so I think it's sad because they're following right now instead of leading, right? They're so big that they can afford to do that. Like they could afford to wait to see what TikTok was going to be like and then do the same thing that they did because they're so big. And then they have revenue streams through these advertisers that they could flex and kind of, hey, we're going to give you money for doing the same thing you do on TikTok. We'll give you more money quicker. So I think it's kind of sad that they followed them instead of innovating on their own and making their own. But I think it's kind of cool that they're willing to shift, right, with the times, and they're not like trying to be stagnant and hold on to old things. You could look at it in two different ways. I don't want YouTube to turn into like TikTok, pushing like shorts. Like the shorts feed is like the main thing they try to get you to look at. Like I'm going through and looking for like long form videos, and I'm seeing shorts as I'm swiping through trying to get to the long form stuff in my recommendations. Now, of course, if I search, it's pulling up like mostly just long form stuff, but they're defaulting a lot to shorts. Even though I don't watch shorts, they're still trying to push shorts to me based on my searches in the algorithm. So I'll notice like I'm going on a cruise soon. So when I went to my mobile device and I started looking for like, I was just, pulled up YouTube, started to, see what's in my recommendations. And I had a bunch of shorts on cruising. I didn't watch any shorts on cruises, but I searched for information on cruises and I watched some long form content about cruises. And now it's pushing me shorts on my mobile device about cruises. So it's trying to learn and push things to you. That's the one thing about YouTube that it doesn't do right yet. Like in my mind, TikTok, even though I don't really watch TikTok, I watch my wife watch TikTok and I watch some videos with her because we'll just sit there together and watch them because I'm just watching what she watches. I have fun, spend time with her. And some of them videos, they serve like exactly what she wants. They don't serve her no jive, no side stuff, no pretend stuff, no stuff she might like. They serve her what she wants. YouTube serves you stuff that you might like. YouTube tries to like, if I watch one video about an ant, like if I search it and watch one video about an ant because let's say I had to watch it, YouTube will try to serve me a bunch of recommendations about ants after that. I'm like, I just want to watch one video about an ant. Now, YouTube, if I watch 5 videos about ants or 10 videos, maybe then you should start pushing me more information about ants because maybe I'm interested in ants. Like, TikTok knows, like, okay, you watch 10 dog videos having fun, talking to an orangutan. I'm going to serve you more dog videos talking to orangutans because you watched a certain amount of them, and I know that's what you like. And that's, YouTube is very, like, I don't know. To me, it's like you watch one video and then end up in a death loop of videos about something that you just wanted to watch one video about. But then at other times, YouTube hits gold when it does that. And it might be something that you do want to watch all the time. Videos that you like. So they're just taking a stab in the dark to me. I don't think it's like, personally, I don't think it's a big deal. I think, hey, people talk about the algorithm, but it's not as good as some of the other ones out there. It's just my opinion. Polyama's World says, PowerDirector keeps me up wee hours in the morning doing videos for my grandkids. Yeah, it's amazing how late you end up staying up when you start editing videos. You could be up for hours on end, especially if you get like really into doing something and you're having a good time. Next thing you know, it's like 3 a.m. Fella Keeks Drawley says, bro, yes, my missus and TikToks. I don't mind until she makes me watch too. Yeah, me and my wife, I watch them with my wife, man. If most of the time she's sitting there on herself cracking up, and then I'll start watching with her. Especially she's sitting there laughing so hard. I'm like, what the hell is going on over here? So, we watch them together. It's fun, man. Just do it. Just have some fun with her. Cowboy Steve says, my wife is a Twitter user. She gets obsessed with it at times. Yeah, man, I use Twitter, but I'm not like obsessed with it. Like, there's people that's on Twitter, like, they love being on Twitter like all day. And yeah, you can get obsessed with it pretty quick. Peter's Jeep Adventure says, hello, y'all. First time in the chat. Love your tutorials, Malik. I've been using PD for the last 12 to 15 years and PD 365 now for my YouTube channel. All right. Thanks, Peter. Thanks for joining us, man. You need to be in these chats every Wednesday. You came kind of late to the show because, the show's going to be over in 2 minutes. We only do this for an hour every Wednesday. So, we almost out of here. So make sure you come here on time next time, Peter, because, you and Steve Williams, y'all late. Let's see. Falakis Drawley says, yes, YouTube Shorts is distracting in a black hole. Yeah, it can be. Steve Williams said, I could say that about this live stream here as well, as it's 3 a.m. here now. Yeah, my bad. Oh, man. Neil says, I'm not a TikTok fan for these reasons. 1, shot 9/16. 2, too short. 3, controlled by China's authoritarian regime and grubbing at private data for spying purposes. Well, those are 3 pretty good reasons. All right. So, I will say this. Some people say 9/16 is the future because everybody watches their videos on these. And they don't want to turn them like this. They want to shoot them like this. They want to watch them like this. They don't want to shoot them like this. And they don't want to watch them like this. So I saw one article that said that they're going to start doing like one day they're going to do like full feature movies in 9/16. Okay? Think about that. I don't agree with that. Don't get it twisted. I think we see life in a nice wide angle. So a movie is better in a nice wide angle because it makes it more realistic. I think everything is better in a nice wide angle because that's how we view life all around us. Not in a narrow view. So I don't agree with that, but I could be wrong. It doesn't mean I'm right just because I don't agree with it. There's a whole lot of things I don't agree with that I was wrong about. And at the end of the day, they have data saying that, hey, we about to change all of this stuff to 9:16. Watch out, Neil. You might be the only one watching 16:9. I doubt it, because I'll probably be watching 16:9 with you, my friend. All right. Well, it's time for me to get out of here, people. 9 p.m. You know the routine. So, first and foremost, I want to thank everybody for dropping through. You guys know how much you mean to me. The community is everything to me. I'm always going to be here for you guys, helping you out. So, that's all I can really say. You guys mean the world to me, man. Your support, everything like that means so much to me. Also, make sure that you check me out every Saturday, all right, as I drop through new tutorials for you guys on PowerDirector University. And also, if you're using the mobile app, make sure you drop through to my other channel, PowerDirector app, PowerDirector mobile. Go check that out. If you're using an app, I got crazy tutorials over there for you as well. So thank you guys for stopping.